Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports. I'm your host, Robert. All right, welcome to the future. NASCAR Future Schedule 2032. So we're going 10 years into the future. What is going on in NASCAR? What is the schedule going to look like? Where can we be? What can we do? At this point, we'll have had 10 years of the next gen car. We'll have all the bugs worked out of it. We'll have a Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin. These drivers will be retired. Kevin Harvick will be in the booth. You'll have Braxton Busch in the ARCA Series racing for a championship. You'll have just the future. The young guys. The Ty Gibbs will be in 10 years NASCAR Cup Series champion probably. Jeff Gordon will be running Hendrick Motorsports, still one of the most elite teams in racing. But what's the schedule going to look like? Now, what I have done here, I've taken the same calendar era. So, the first race of the year will be the third Sunday in February, President's Day weekend, the Daytona 500. We always got to kick off with the Daytona 500, the Super Bowl of stock car racing. 39 weeks. We've got the Easter Sunday and or Mother's Day off. And we have a 2-week break at the end of July. We call it the Olympic break during the Olympics, Summer Olympics, but the non-Olympic years, it's the vacation break. We did that for the Olympics, and you see all these drivers and crew members and stuff off on their vacations with their families. We do it before school starts, so any kid that goes to school can be out with their parents. It's kind of a break. That way, if we have it every year, about the last 2 weekends in July, as a NASCAR fan, I know those 2 weeks there's no NASCAR races. Now, I can plan a family trip to go wherever because NASCAR is off. Now, one of the big changes in my schedule, we got 40 races over 36 weeks. You're right, wait a minute, how does that work? We got 4 doubleheaders. Now, as we've seen during the 2020 and 2021, we don't necessarily have to have qualifying. We don't necessarily have to have practice. We've seen doubleheaders work. Now, but the markets we're going to, markets we've never been to before in NASCAR. Now, there's 10 road courses on here, including 1 street course. There are 10 short tracks, including 3 dirt tracks. There are 10 mile-and-a-half tracks, intermediate tracks. There are 5 short tracks. There are 5 2 mile and or longer tracks, like Daytona, Talladega, Pocono, those kind. It's a diverse schedule. We got 4 stages of the year basically, 10, 10, and 10. The last 10 is the playoffs. Playoffs will go unchanged. We got 3 in the round of 16, 3 in the round of 12, 3 in the round of 4, and then your finale. Now, one thing that's different is because we have those 30 regular season races, we're going to break it up into 3 stages. So the first 10, whoever is leading the points after those 10 get playoff points or bonus points. Of race 11 through 20, not who's leading the overall standings, who has the most points in those 10 races. Most points gets 10, second 9, on down to 1. Same way with the third segment, race 21 through 30. That way, you have a chance to earn points, even though you have a good portion of the season, playoff points, that's going to help you in the playoffs. Maybe in that third section, you ended at race 29. That way, once race 30 is over, we know who's in the playoffs. So what tracks are we going to? What order are we going to? Like I said, we start off the Daytona 500 as always. Then we run out to Auto Club Speedway, which is going to be the Bristol of the West Coast. Now, I forgot about the Busch Clash. Here in 2022, the Busch Clash is Bowman Gray Stadium meets LA Memorial Coliseum. We know it's 350 laps on a quarter-mile racetrack. The first ever race with the next-gen car. Holy smokes, that's going to be amazing. Busch Clash, Busch Light Clash, whatever you want to call it. We can rotate it. We can take it to a Bowman Gray Stadium. We can take it to the Coliseum. We can take it to wherever we want to take it for that year. Rotate it around. I would love to see it in a New Smyrna, They're in Florida at Hickory. Gotta watch out though. It's February. We gotta go somewhere where there's not snow on the ground because racing in the rain is one thing, but racing in the snow is completely different. Maybe, the LCLC, maybe that works. Maybe we do that every year. Maybe we take it, to a Bowling Green, wherever, these small little ball rings we have. Again, this rate, 40 races. I don't have the All-Star race. The All-Star race can be another doubleheader. It can be something on its own. So, first race is Daytona. Second race, Auto Club Speedway, which is getting ready to turn into a half mile. It may not be ready by 2023, but definitely by 2024. Hey, we're in 2032 here, so it's definitely going to be a half mile. It's going to be the Bristol of the West Coast. Then we run down to Sonoma. We did the road course. It's like a road course out here early on. Then we go to Memphis. Memphis has a 3/4 mile track. Why not? Another short track on the schedule. Some good racing there. Then we have our first doubleheader. First doubleheader is at Atlanta Motor Speedway and Road Atlanta. It's a road course an hour and a half north of Atlanta. Now you figure we race Atlanta Motor Speedway on a Saturday afternoon. Start the race about 1. The race gets over by 4. An hour and a half up to Road Atlanta for a Sunday afternoon road course race. I don't think it's too bad, to be honest with you. If I was in the area, I would do it. So we have on March 19th and 20th. The dates are based on 2022. So that weekend, we have 2 races in Atlanta, an hour and a half apart there. Road Atlanta, road course, and then Atlanta Motor Speedway. The end of March, we go to Kansas Motor Speedway. Here's why. In 2021, Kansas had 2 races. The first race, a lot of fans. Second race, during the playoffs, not as many fans. Kansas City is a football market. You try to have a NASCAR race during Chiefs season, no one's going to come to it. Let's do it before baseball. Let's do it before football, definitely. Then we go to COTA, 1st of April. Then we go to another new track, the Milwaukee Mile. That has this historic mile track, 1.032 miles. I think the racing would be great there. We know what Phoenix is about. We know what Dover's about. Milwaukee Mile, why not? If the Smith family wants to keep doing it, they're going to keep dumping dirt on Bristol. Let's do it. Dumping dirt on Bristol, Bristol dirt. Now, part of me was like, maybe I should throw a, North Wilkesboro on here or Rockingham on here for old time's sake. Because you know what? We're in 2032. In the next 10 years, those tracks will get built back up. But they're not built now. Now, would I love this Bristol dirt to go to a dirt track at North Wilkesboro? That would be pretty badass, to be honest with you. Or even Rockingham. Can you imagine Rockingham being dirt? That'd be real intriguing. We're gonna leave it at Bristol for here. Then we go to Michigan. Been to Michigan before. Mid-Ohio, Homestead. Now, again, these dates are based on 2022. May 21st and May 22nd. The week before the Coke 600, Memorial Day. We go to Indy the week before. Here's why. By this time, NASCAR is going to buy IndyCar. NASCAR is going to buy Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Those are my feelings. So NASCAR is going to work with the IndyCar and go, you know what, let's do this. So let's come in the week before the Indy 500. Let's have 2 NASCAR races. One on the oval, one on the road course. We'll do Saturday on the oval, Sunday on the road course. Maybe do a double on the road course with the Indy cars. Now, as a fan, you have 2 races on Sunday, IndyCar and Cup on the road course, the oval on Saturday. You hang out in Indianapolis for the whole week. Maybe you have a qualifying race for the Indy 500. Maybe you do like the duels that NASCAR does for the Daytona 500. Maybe you do that on Thursday. Maybe you have carburetor day like you used to have back in the day for the Indy that week. Have a lot of things going on that week for the Indy cars. The following weekend you have the Indy 500. So you go to Indy, you spend 8 days, you get 4 races, including the Indy 500. Now, since, again, my feeling is NASCAR will buy the IndyCar Series from Penske and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we changed the time of the Indy 500 back to 11 local time. Here's why you do that. So if somebody wants to pull the double between Charlotte and Indy, like a Kyle Larson, like a Tony Stewart, they can. Chase Briscoe. Could you imagine Kyle Larson racing the Indy 500, flying to Charlotte and doing the 600 like Tony Stewart has done and Davy Jones has done in the past? That would be amazing. We just got to adjust that time on the Indy race. So now you just made Indianapolis late May for 2 weeks. Everyone's got the eye on it. Then we get the 600 on Memorial Day weekend. Of course, we can't change that. Now, if you want an all-star race, you do it Saturday night in Charlotte, the weekend of the 600, or even Memorial Day. There you go. Do one of the holidays. Do only a holiday itself, Memorial Day, July 4th, something like that. Then we go to Pikes Peak in Colorado, 1 mile track out there. We've never been there before. That would be amazing. And a mile track, if it runs like Phoenix, that's a mile track. What could go wrong? Milwaukee Mile, Pikes Peak, Phoenix. Then we go back to Chicagoland. Now, one thing you could do. We're doing the Indy double. We've done the Atlanta double at Chicago. You could do the Chicago Street Course if you really wanted to, and the Chicagoland race. That could be a double-header weekend, but I'm not doing that. One of my favorite doubles I came up with was in June in here. Iowa Speedway and Knoxville. They're 40 minutes apart. Why not have a Saturday night dirt race at Knoxville and then Sunday afternoon at Iowa? Here's what you could do with that Iowa race. Now, right now, we have the ARCA, ARCA East, ARCA West. Now, a few years ago, NASCAR bought the ARCA series. They had the K&N East, K&N West. They just kind of have all three. Let's eliminate that to two. You have the ARCA West, ARCA East. The cutoff, the Mississippi River. So anything east of the Mississippi is the ARCA East. Anything west of the Mississippi is the ARCA West. Kansas and Iowa will be crossover races. So here you go. You have the modifieds come in. You have the ARCA series come in. You have the Xfinity series, IndyCar, Truck Series. You make a spectacular Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all about racing. Even Thursday if you wanted to. Saturday night, it's all about Knoxville. So you could put the trucks and Cup in Knoxville. You get the IndyCar. So on Saturday, you go to Knoxville on Saturday for the trucks and the Cup Series. On Sunday, you have the IndyCar and Cup at Iowa at the short track, 8.875 mile track. On Friday night, you could do the modifieds. On Thursday night, you do the modified. Friday night, you could do Xfinity. Boom. There we go. We just got a mega weekend in July, in June, Knoxville Dirt in Iowa. Then we go to Belle Isle Street Course. Now, you could put Belle Isle, you could put St. Petersburg, you could put Long Beach, you could put any of the street courses the Indy cars run on. That would be amazing. You could also go down to Miami and do the dome thing they had for the Formula One. But you do like a street course there, you can. Or you can do Chicago, you can do Nashville. Can you imagine Nashville on the street course? That'd be crazy. And then we go back to Kentucky. I always like Kentucky myself. We go to Pocono, been there. Road America, been there. Now, the fourth and final double. Speaking of Nashville. Oh yeah, Nashville Fairgrounds on a Saturday night. Cup. The Fairgrounds is 45 minutes from Nashville Speedway. You could do the Fairgrounds on a Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, do the Nashville Speedway, or let's go even crazier here, do the Fairgrounds on Saturday. Let's do the street course on Sunday, a doubleheader with IndyCar and Cup car on a street course in Nashville. Holy cow, would that be amazing. Then we go to Eldora. The third Cup Series race on dirt. We got Bristol Dirt, we got Knoxville, and go to Eldora. Then we go to Dover, Watkins Glen. We wrap up the regular season for the Cup at Darlington, the Southern 500. Now you can make the Southern 500 the cutoff race for the Cup Series, the start of the Truck Series playoffs, and then the first round of the Cup Series playoff, which is going to have Vegas. You have that be the start of the Cup Series playoffs, the end of the Xfinity Series playoffs. So the first round of the playoffs, we go to Vegas, New Hampshire, Bristol night. We know what Bristol is like in the playoffs, so we don't want to even mess with that. Bristol night race in the playoffs, yeah, somebody's taking somebody out. Then the second round of the playoffs, around the 12, Richmond, Talladega, Charlotte, Roval. Okay, you've won me over because you got a short track. Tempers will be flaring. Wild card of Talladega. Now you have to win your way into the Roval. Then the final, we have the Daytona Road Course, Texas, and Martinsville. And then we have the season finale, race 40 at Phoenix. Lots of changes, lots of, whoa, that's crazy. We've never done that before. That's new. Could we do that? Is that possible? It's all possible. Now, again, this is 10 years in the future, 2032. We're going to know a lot more about this next-gen car by then. We're going to have more technology by then. We're going to have more what we need and don't need in these cars. We have a variety of races, and if you notice, the only tracks that have 2 races are the tracks that are able to change. We got Indy, Indianapolis, the road course, the oval. Daytona, oval, road course. We have Bristol, dirt, Bristol night. In Charlotte, the oval, and the track, and the oval, and the road, and the oval. So yeah, unless the track can go ahead and do something like that, we go to different tracks. What this is going to do, it's going to make each race their own destination. It's also going to make it where when people want to go to a race, they know the only race I can go to in Kansas is this race here I have to go to. So you're going to plan things around that. I definitely like keeping the playoffs the way it is. I think this year the playoffs, I think they were good. Got Larson winning the championship and the Cup. Daniel Hemrick winning the Xfinity. And then Ben Rose winning the Truck. I think we have a diversity of tracks. We have a diversity of ideas here on doing doubles. We have street courses, road courses. We have short track, super speedways. A lot of craziness. So now, for the next 100 days. So right now it is Thursday, November 11th. Starting tomorrow, November 12th. We'll begin the 100-day countdown to the 2022 Daytona 500. What you're going to find here on Robert Sports Show is a preview of the countdown. 199 on down to 0. That countdown will be stats from those car numbers. So starting on Saturday with 99, you will have stats of the 99 Cup car, Xfinity, and Truck. And it's amazing when you've done the research for this and got the information. Some drivers I didn't know about. It's kind of crazy. We'll also be doing a Champions Profile Series. So I'm going to profile every champion. The NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and NASCAR Truck Series, along with the Convertible Series and a few other champions that's been throughout NASCAR history. That'll wrap up right before Daytona. The last one of those will be Kyle Larson, the 2021 NASCAR Cup Series champion. So beginning the 12th, tomorrow, 100 days, 200 videos of NASCAR right here on Robert Sports Show. So please check everything out. Please comment below. But you know what? This is what the future of NASCAR is. Let's recap the past and let's move to the future. The future is bright. A lot of things are going to happen. Thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader. Sports show content.